back to the dojo, y'all. Welcome back to the daily discussions. I am your host, Professor Hawk Sensei. And if you're new to the channel, sit down for a bit. We're going to talk today. The topic of discussion is there is nothing new under the sun. Yes, you've heard this before. I'm certain of it. You've heard this before because it's been said time and time again, time after time. The reason why people say there's nothing new under the sun because the more things change, the more they stay the same. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing that has been done that you know of that hasn't been done before. Most of the things that we learn as human beings, they come from the stories, the mythos, the legends, and the people and storytellers that came before us. The history books, they teach us the story that was written. Whether it was true or not, they teach us the story that was written for us. So everything that we know today comes from history. The history that we have came from the history of the time before. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything that we know and have learned and will learn has already been learned. Everything has been done, will be done, has already been done. Probably infinitely. Not seriously, but as an exaggeration, it's probably been done over and over and over again by countless peoples who weren't even on the same geographical region. The ideas that we have as human beings, they are shared. They are shared. Have you ever felt like you had an idea for something? Whether you told anybody about it or not, it seems like it comes into existence years later, or maybe even soon after you have the idea. Because I feel like even before we were linked together through this digital technology that we have today, some people came up with some of the same or similar ideas all across history. Right? So anything that you want to do today as a successful endeavor, something you want to venture on and to do, be confident because it's already been done. More than likely, it's already been done. So you can safely conclude that there is a blueprint, a roadmap, or even a guide that you can sit down and talk with to figure out how to do this thing properly. Things have been done so much that we have manuals, handbooks, tutorials on how to do something. Because as human beings, we get better with repetition. We get better by constantly do something. The more we do something, the more we improve at it. So all the things that we're good at today, it's because the ones before us, our predecessors and ancestors, they were doing some of the same things outside of technology. Right? The human behaviors, the human traditions, the human cultures. We've been doing the same thing for a very long time. And that may be why so many people are anxious for change. Drastic changes even. Ones that would incorporate machinery into biology, transhumanism. I'm not going to really go into that, but it's there. You know, people with robotic prosthetics and stuff like that. But going back into the subject matter of there being nothing new under the sun, this phrase has been spoken time and time again because we constantly see history repeating itself. Even in our own lives, have you ever just found yourself in the same situation multiple times? Maybe not with the same people, or maybe not even at the same places. But we have patterns in our lives. And these patterns that become recurring patterns, they happen because we haven't figured out what the issue or what the problem is why we keep circling the drain, why we keep ending up in the same situation, the same dynamic time and time again. It's because we haven't learned to do anything new. We keep doing the same things. We keep repeating the same mistakes that the people before us have made. But one thing I'm saying about this age that we're in today, we have this internet and we are all constantly sharing ideas and perspectives. You know what I mean? We may not feel physically or emotionally connected, but mentally, we are all connected right now. So whatever intellectual wavelength you are on, it's because of what you are indulging, what you are feeding your mind, body, and soul. Right? This technology that we have, it facilitates the process of improvement and growth if only we use it in the correct way. There being nothing new under the sun, that statement, YouTube shows this to be true. Because we've seen countless people follow a particular blueprint, a particular mold, a particular modus operandi, code of conduct, or whatever. That's why you have that meme, the starter pack meme. Because if you want to do something, all right, we got the blueprint. We know how this thing is gonna go. You know what I mean? We got the whole starter pack for whatever it is that you want to be or you want to do. There's a starter pack for it. I'm sure you can type in starter pack for whatever it is you're trying to do. That's probably a meme. Somebody made a picture diagram with all the materials, the wardrobe, the study or knowledge you need to get started, to get this thing that you try to do going. There's nothing new under the sun. You know what I mean? I talk about Rome every now and again. You know what I mean? And I like to use that as an example because we still have the coliseums and the theaters today. We got the football arenas, football fields, basketball courts, baseball fields, hockey rings, boxing rings. You know what I mean? That's where all the gladiators of our day go to war. And we got the movies, we got Netflix, we even got people on YouTube who make short movies and content, you know what I mean? Series content. So those are like, you know what I mean? The playwrights. There's nothing new under the sun. You know what I mean? We've been committing some of the same acts of sin for eons now. Those 10 Commandments, they were written a long time ago because people were doing all that shit way back when. There's nothing new under the sun. Those 10 Commandments are being broken daily, all over the world. It doesn't matter where it's at, whether they know about the commandments or not. People are whether y'all realize it or not, we're backtracking as a species. We're going back to the times, the times before the flood, when there was just wickedness and debauchery everywhere. You know what I mean? We're going into those times. Like, God had brought the flood because the wickedness was uncontrollable. It had gotten so bad. He was like, the only thing I could do is just wash this shit away and start all over again. Hey, no, I'm gonna need you to build an ark. You know what I mean? Nothing new under the sun. Now, in a spiritual sense, we gotta build an ark because we can see there's a lot of people that aren't going to make it. There is a spiritual flood of wickedness coming upon the lands, and if you not building your spiritual ark, your spiritual boat, because there's a flood, and people are gonna drown in this sea of wickedness. It's happening already. It's happening already. good people are being twisted and turned into wicked fiends. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing new under the sun. The ancient evils are rearing their ugly head once again. The old gods. You know what I mean? All that black magic, all that demonology, mysticism, pagan religions, Satanism, all this stuff is coming back in full force. You know what I mean? There's nothing new under the sun. People are just getting more bold and more confident with it now. They tired of hiding. They like, look, man, I can see online that it's other people that think and agree with me. So I'm more confident to go out into the world and express myself freely. Come hell or high water. That's what's going on nowadays. That's what's going on nowadays. People are mentally connected. And because they're mentally connected, they almost feel as though those people are right there with them when they say all these foolish things that they say online. Christian persecution still going on. I'm not a Christian. I don't really subscribe to any religion, but you know what I mean? Everybody, I can't really say everybody, but every race, there are people in every race that are looking for blood nowadays. They're looking for blood. People are tired of sitting around. People ready to act. People ready to do something. And more often than not, people just go to war. That's what they do. And that's what's going on now. We had all that talk about segregation. I don't know if y'all been paying attention online. Nothing new under the sun. They trying to go back to Jim Crow or whatever the hell. I don't know. You know what I mean? I just, you know what I mean, caught a few thumbnails passing by. I clicked on a few videos, listened to a couple of people talk. You know? And like I said, if we don't learn from the past, history is going to repeat itself. There's nothing new under the sun. Whether it's successful endeavors, whether it's pattern recognition, whether it's you wanting to set out to do something, to see if you can do it, whatever, see if you can achieve some level of success, it's already been done. So be confident in whatever it is that you're going to do, whatever it is that you're anticipating to come about. It may come about because history constantly repeats itself. Because we don't learn, we don't do anything new. We just keep the cycle of stupidity and bloodshed. We keep that cycle in perpetuation. We keep that thing going because we don't learn anything new. We keep learning the same failures. We keep experiencing the same problems. We keep ending up in the same situations because there's nothing new under the sun. All the answers that we can possibly know, we have. That's why we going in circles now. That's why we running around with like a chicken with its head cut off. Because we can't learn no more. We can't gain no more. We can't grow no more. Or at least that's how it seems. Because all the worldly knowledge has been obtained. All the worldly knowledge has been obtained. It's now time to seek the enlightenment of the divine. These worldly things have always been. Gold has always been. It's a precious metal. Silver has always been. Bronze has always been. Iron has always been. These things are cultivated from the earth itself. There's nothing new under the sun. All this gold and jewelry you see people wearing, they were wearing all that stuff in ancient times too. It was just molded and shaped in a different fashion. There's nothing new under the sun. We just doing the same things as we've done in the times before, just in a different way. We just give it a different aesthetic, a different look, a different smell. We put it in a different place, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. We're living in modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm not going to go too deep into that. If you know what Sodom and Gomorrah is, you know what Sodom and Gomorrah is. If you don't, then do a little research. It's easy to Google stuff nowadays, right? But before I close the curtain on this video, I want you to remember there's nothing new under the sun. You are living a life that has already been lived ad infinitum. It's just that this time of your living, if you believe in reincarnation or not, you're just not aware of what happened before. But you're probably living the same exact life over again, making the same bad decisions over again, choosing to be in the same situations, in the same places over again. There's nothing new under the sun. And even though we try to keep doing things new or change things, we just keep doing stuff that's already been done. So don't get all hung up on, I can't do this, I can't achieve this. You probably already did it in a past life. What's the big deal? Are you going to do something new that we ain't seen before? Are you going to create something that has never been created? Are you going to show us something that has never been seen? If not, just chill. Enjoy your life the best way you can, because there's nothing new under the sun. Anything that has been done can be done and will be done ad infinitum. So, that being said, hope you learned something today. Hope you're waking up every day with a plan, a purpose, and a smile. If you're not waking up with a plan, purpose, and a smile, hey, at least you're waking up. Hope you go ahead and like this video, because I know you like it. Share the video, because you're not stingy, you're not selfish, else you probably wouldn't be here. And last but not least, subscribe, because you came back too many times not to push that button. Till next time, guys, class is dismissed.